listening to this quote. Number one, the end of love is like the beginning of war, by Banga Binki from the Great P of Wisdom. Number two, in order to get people to love you, you have to get people to hate you, by Robert Brett. And finally, no one can hate you more than that someone that used to love you, Rick Ricordian. These are all paradoxes of love and interwoven between love and hatred. They might at first look a little bit strange, but by the time we go and analyze it, they will discover that there is a sense that this paradox is making between love and hate, between Blessing CEO and the tall, dark black man. With that, we'll say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ini TV. We are global and social commentators. We'll ask you to please, if it's the first time you're coming across this channel, subscribe. After you subscribe, just press the notification bell button. And we'll also ask you to like and comment. We want to hear your comments. You know why? Nobody knows it all alone. No man knows it all. A tree cannot make a forest. And that's why we always say that knowledge is give and take. You educate me, and I educate you. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been such a wonderful set of people. Again, we say thank you. So today, in the studio, we have a perfect gentleman, Dr. Naruna Idusoge. He's a psychologist, a sociologist, an anthropologist. He has studied a lot about human behavior. And that is why we have called him once again to come to Ini TV and educate us. He is a lecturer in Princeton University, USA. And it's my pleasure, it's my honor to introduce Dr. Naruna Idusoge. Welcome to Ini TV, sir. Thank you once again for inviting me. It's my honor and privilege to be here. Of course, you said it all. I am a psychologist, a sociologist, and an anthropologist. For those who know me so well, I'm based in the United States of America. Precisely, I am Naruna Idusoge from Princeton University, USA. It happened that I'm doing an exchange program here in the UK, and that's why I am around. So when I was called by your boss, Ini TV, I did not hesitate to come because he's somebody that I hold in a very high esteem. What's my job like? I specialize in experimenting, observing. I try as much as possible to study human and non-human actions and inaction in a scientific way. You might call this behavioral pattern. And that is why some might even tag people like me a behavioral scientist. That's what we do. We look about human behavior. We'll tell you what we are expecting human beings to do. The characteristics of we human and non-human. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. You see, he has just told us what his job entails. And he is no other person that is licensed, that is prepared to talk about human behavior. And that is why we invited him to come and tell us something that is trending on the social media space. First of all, we all know Blessing CEO and the tall, dark black man. It started first like a joke. We thought they were just having fun. Blessing CEO called tall black man out that he should upgrade, he should improve. Tall black man responded that he is as good as he is, that he is in the lowest form that he could be, and he's happy to be there. It all started like a cruise until the Blessing CEO now accused the tall dark black man that he should dress properly, that Davido and all the other friends that he said he has should come to his aid and help him and upgrade him. And that was when the tall dark black man fired back and make some comments that Blessing might be rich, might call herself Princess Fafeona, but she still have what we locally call crocro, and that she has contracted a tattooist to cover up the crocro. That was the turning point. The love that Blessing CEO have for the tall dark black man now immediately changed to hatred. The last two videos that Blessing CEO made, you will see in a tone of voice that this is not love. This is not being friendly. This is hatred, pure hatred. So, sir, the question we want to ask you is, let us know something about love and hate. We thought both of them were emotional thing, but I personally was surprised how one could switch from love to hate. So we want you, sir, to comment on the issue between Blessing CEO and the tall dark black man. Thank you again, sir. Talking about Blessing CEO and the tall dark black man. You heard? Okay. So if you look at what is happening here, it's just like what the quotation that you did. A psychologist will tell you that there is a thin line between love and hate. It's a very thin line. But I will tell you that I've done a lot of research and I've come out with the conclusion that simultaneously you could love and hate at the same time. It might look a little bit strange, but that's the truth. Simultaneously, you could love and hate together inside somebody. An example is your Blessing CEO that you're talking about. You see, this could be linked to what we call emotional ambivalent. Ambivalent. It has to do with the early childhood. You see, nobody thinks in a vacuum. Nobody acts in a vacuum. Whatever that has happened to you as a child come to interplay with you later in life. We can link it to emotional responses at the different stages. And don't forget, human being, we are egoists. We are selfish. It's inbuilt in us. As a child, you are growing up, you are selfish. Remember when you were like a child, you have a toy. You will not share that toy with anybody. Like the boys, you have a football. You don't want to share that football with anybody. Because we human beings are naturally like that. It is when you begin to grow that your parents begin to educate you that no, you have to share. Spanish will use the word compartir. You have to share. You have to compartir con los demás. You have to share. And if you grow up with that feeling that you don't want to share, this thing is mine and is mine alone, that is when this narcissist, we will talk about it later, but I just want you to know that somebody could love and hate at the same time. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, I'm confused here. If I get you correctly, are you saying somebody could love and hate another at the same time? I mean, can you simultaneously love and hate at the same time? Because we all have read that love and hatred is emotion. So how can somebody love and hate at the same time? I want you to throw more light on that, sir. I'm a little bit confused. An extreme case, it is yes. So the answer is yes. You could love and hate at the same time. In fact, the ratio is 1 to 5. In psychology, it is called love-hate relationship. Love-hate relationship. And there are many factors that could lead to this love-hate relationship. Like I was trying to tell you before, your childhood, all the experiences that you have as a baby, as a toddler, as a child, as a teen, as an adolescent, everything will come to play on how you deal with people, your interpersonal relationship later. I'm not too sure, but I have listened to Blessing CEO say that she was treated badly by the society to the extent that at 15, she was forced to go out and have a boyfriend. And at 15, she was forced to have a boyfriend. The question we're asking was the experience a good one for her? Of course, it was not. You at 15 years having a boyfriend, that's not a good experience. She said she married at 21. Why was she in a hurry to marry? And at 25, the marriage has broken. So all these have to play in how she deal with people. The question, if I was to have a section with Blessing CEO, I will ask her, when you see the tall, dark black man, did you see your ex-husband in him? Does he connote that fear that I'm going to, it's something that I like, but I might lose again? Does it tells you are a failure? Or do you feel you just can't do things right? Sometimes it's difficult to overcome the fear that you've passed through as a child. And that is why, if I was close to Blessing CEO, I will ask her to take a break. To take a break. Because the love that the tall, dark black man connotes will bring out memories to her. And sometimes it might not be a good memories. Probably that was why she went out in the first place to tease him, to find out, is he the same as my ex or my first love or whatever it is? And when the guy responded, he said, wow, the same thing. And I think what is happening is a transferred aggression. She's transferred because I don't see the reason why Blessing CEO should take it on Davido. What has Davido done? Why should he or why should she bring in Davido? She's out for one thing, to make sure she drag the tall, dark black man down. You know why? Because the tall, dark black man stripped her naked in Enere Junction, stripped her naked in New Benin Market, stripped her naked in Alaba International. So she's all out to pay him back. But if you look at what she is doing, she is not calculating this battle properly. Initially, she wanted to make it the rich and the poor. I am up here and you are down there. So you cannot just come in and begin to say you want to change the world where we have not been able to change the world. That's for that. Then that did not work. And now she's trying to make it a gentle affair. That is, that the tall, dark black man is against women. She wants to get women to her side because she's ready for this fight. And she know the only way she can win this fight if she gets as much people to herself. Because she even have said it that the tall, dark black man has a lot of followers. And some of them are women. So she is trying as much as possible to drag women into this affair. And if that did not work, now that we've had that Easy has been dragged into, she might make it an Igbo and South affair, or Igbo and Edo affair, in order to be able to win. But if I very close to her, I will advise her, the odds are against you now. The best way is to wait until there's nobody that does not have a flaw. Wait until the tall, dark black man exhibits a flaw and then you attack. But the truth of the matter is, the hatred is so much that she's not thinking properly. So, like what we said, the childhood has a lot to do. And apart from that, the family development too has a lot. What was the relationship between Blessing CEO and one or both of her parents? Was it a cordial relationship? Or was it a vertical or horizontal relationship? I will tell you for free that the relationship between Blessing CEO and one or both of the parents was a vertical relationship, which, of course, it's not good for children because they see their parents as if they are up there and I'm down there. I have to make my way to the top to be to be on a cordial level with my mother or my dad, and she will do a lot of sacrifice. Then it's annoyed her to see somebody coming from nowhere and getting to the top, probably in a question of weeks. That could also trigger the hatred in her because the family norms has been you have to work your way to the top, and now you've seen somebody that are just coming and is at the top. That could also trigger that hatred that we are talking about. You see, because of time, I will want to talk about the borderline, which of course is what we've been talking since. There's what we call the BPD, borderline personality disorder. I think that's what Blessing CEO is suffering from. Thank you. Thank you. And now that you have talked about love, hate, relationship, I will want you to please, sir, let us know the signs that goes with this love, hate relationship. How do we know? Or what are those features that somebody will exhibit that will tell us that this is a love-hate relationship? Thank you, sir. You know, the sign of a love-hate relationship is almost the same thing like the borderline that I spoke to you about. Some might even equate it to a narcissist behavioral pattern too. But the symptom, the things that really aggravate, you see somebody is in love now, in a twinkle of an eye, she or he have not beginning to nurse hatred. What are the symbols? Why will somebody will just switch like that? Number one is sexual attraction combined with a strong feeling of anger. And what are the things that anger you? Fear. Fear is also something that can trigger out this anger. We know most of us, we want to be possessive, but there are some who will not take no for an answer. So this possessiveness and the desire to control, if not achieve, trigger out this hatred. Then jealousy too. Jealousy also can trigger out this love-hate relationship. Then rejection. Rejection maybe have to do with pride. You think you are up there, you are a queen. I just want this guy to come around me. He has a lot to benefit from me. And you are surprised that the guy is telling you no. So that was why I make a statement that when Blessing CEO has been stripped naked in Alaba International, she is being rejected. And that is something that somebody that has that by personal relationship would not take because of pride. And don't forget, most of us are egoists. We human are egoists. But some of us can control our ego. Some of us, because of education, our culture, religion, we've been able to suppress the egoistic nature of man. So these are the signs that will show you that this is a love-hate relationship. That love and hate dwells inside simultaneously at the same time. So it's something that you need to see somebody that will begin to nurture you, to guide you. Is it because he has rejected you does not mean there's nobody else for you. So that is why it's important that people like us who wrote books that you can go and read. At the end of this section, if you permit me, we will drop the numbers of books that you can read in order to try as much as possible to make you a better man or a better woman.
Thank you again, sir.
Woman.
I have enjoyed. It's like a lecture. I have enjoyed the time that we'll spend with you.
Thank you again, sir, for coming. And now to the last and final question. Which emotion is stronger between love and hate? And also, since this is the last question, I want you, sir, to talk about what is going to be the climax or the end of this story between Blessing CEO and the very tall dark black man. Will Blessing CEO ever love this guy again? And I would want you to really say, is there a chance that this hatred will again be converted or be changed into love?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Of course, I will go for love any day, anytime.
I personally think love is the greatest. And I know I've read a lot of books that have also talked about love. You see, you first of all love before you hate. You don't hate and later love. No, the first that comes is love. It is when you feel that love is not being reciprocated, or you feel cheated, or you feel that pregnancy in you, or that narcissist attitude. You want to pay back, and you think the best way to pay back is hatred. So love can come back again. But for Blessing CEO, the tall dark black man, I will advise the tall dark black man to try as much as possible to avoid Blessing CEO. She's a woman that has been hot, and she is angered. So the best thing is to stay away from her. Try not to comment on her posts, say things about her, because a woman could love and die for you. At that same time, she could also plan your death. So this is where I would want to say, let's love live. For me, love is the greatest. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for coming. We appreciate the time that we'll spend with you. In the conclusion, I just hope that peace reigns. I just hope that this problem would not escalate, because while we're just making the video, information just came to me that, the last video Blessing CEO made, she addresses another presenter too. Information just reaching us that presenter have also responded, and it has been fire for fire. So this fight, it's our prayer that everybody should calm down. Well, this is NATV. This is where we'll draw the curtain. Once again, sir, we appreciate you for coming, and we hope that the next time you are here in the United Kingdom, you will find time to come around the studio. Thank you again, sir. And for our viewers out there, we'll say thank you. Remember, this is NATV. We are global and social commentator. We'll ask you to subscribe to this channel. Like and comment. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you. You guys know what to do. And as it is the culture in this channel, we'll catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say, choose. Ciao. Au revoir. Adios. Hasta la vista. Bye bye. Remember, love is a universal thing. Love is the greatest. Thank you.